Hello friends, welcome to Tech Deer, and I'm Deer here. You can see my face in the laptop. Okay, so this is the same laptop where I have installed Chrome OS and still it runs the latest version of Chrome OS 89. So since this is a very old laptop, I think I got this at 2005 or 2006. So it's an old laptop, and you can see how heavy it is. It's really very heavy, and this is the compact laptop. So it has a removable battery nowadays. It's missing, right? And it has a CD drive over here which is broken. I can just pull it out, and many of the screws are missing. So without wasting more time, let's move to the video. So let me take you to my desktop screen. Okay, so here we are in my desktop screen. The video may be shaking. Okay, so this is my desktop where I have recently installed this Windows. It's a genuine Windows. It's with a digital license activation. So okay, so it does not have a product key, and I'll tell you about it later. So first, I've just created a folder and downloaded all the files which are required for Chrome OS. So these are the files required. Like this text document is not required, other files are required. So I have downloaded it. Like it is 1 GB or 2 GB files. This is 1.9 GB, and the other one, Chrome OS recovery, should also be a 1 GB file. Okay, so you can just download it, and this is a folder which can be used. I'll tell you. So first things first, we have to download the Linux Mint, and one more thing we require is the Rufus over here. So I'll tell you how to download all these things. So let's go. This is the notepad where I have written all the codes and these things, and these are the links. All this thing will be pasted in the description of the video, so feel free to check it out. So first things okay, so let's just copy this link and open our Chrome browser and paste it. Paste, and I'll just hit enter. So here, this is the website where come on. Okay, so this is the website where you will get the Chrome OS recovery image, which is this file over here. This file, as you can see, this file should be downloaded from that website, and it is 1.07 GB. Okay, so what you have to do is, there are three boards. One is the Samus, one is Ramus, and one is Grunt. So I am not sure about Ramus or Grunt, but I can tell you, for my old PC, Samus is the best, because Samus is for Intel processors which are old. Okay, so you can just try out Samus, because Ramus is for Intel processors which are new processors like i7, i9, i3, hopefully, yes. So that is Ramus, and Grunt is for AMD processors. I do not guarantee anything for AMD processors. Okay, so I'll just search for Samus, SAMUS, and when I search for Samus, I'll just click on it, and you can see this is Samus, and you can just click on recovery images and scroll down and click on the latest one. And for your information, don't click on 87 because it has some camera problem, 87 or 86. Just click on 88 or 89. I recommend clicking on version 89. Okay, so just click on 89 and you will start the download. Okay, so I am just clicking on it. I have downloaded, so I'll just cancel. Okay, so just click on that and you will get the download. Okay, so that's the first link. Now the second link is for Brunch. This is required. Okay, so I'll just copy and paste it over here and hit enter. From this website we have to download two files. If your computer is legacy, you have to download two files, and if your computer is not legacy, you have to download only this file. Okay, so if your computer is legacy device, click on this mbr support.tar.gs file and just click on download over here. Okay, when you click on that, you can download it, but I have already downloaded it, so I am cancelling it. Okay, it's right over here. Okay, so I am cancelling it. Then come back and then come over here, releases, click on the latest Brunch release. Okay, just click on this, and as you come down, just click on this Brunch R89 stable. Okay, this file, click on that and you can see it's downloading, and this I can just cancel it. Okay, I'm not saving it right now. Okay, so and let's go to the next link. We have already downloaded 1 2 3 files, and now we are going to download the fourth file. Okay, so I'll just copy it and I'll just come here and I'll just paste it and hit enter. Okay, after hitting enter, you can see this is Linux Mint. Click on Cinnamon or any other Linux version. So I prefer clicking on Cinnamon, so I'm just clicking on Cinnamon. And from any mirrors, I recommend the first link because I tried out the India mirror over here, which is quite below over here. Where is it? It should be somewhere here. I tried clicking on India this one, but it didn't work. It was not secure connection. Some problem was there. So I recommend using the first link. I'll just click on that and you can see the download has started. I already have it, so I'm not downloading it. Okay, I'm cancelling it. And then this is the main thing which is required, which is the Rufus. Okay, I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it and I'll just enter. Okay, this is Rufus, which is the software which helps us to actually boot, like make a bootable USB drive. So I click on this thing. I have this Rufus 3.13. You can also click on portable version, but I recommend this because I have used this thing. Just click on that and then close this ad, and you can see this I have already downloaded, so I don't need it. You can just close this ad. Okay, cancel. So I'm just closing this websites. Okay, I hope you understood what to download, and these are the commands. Okay, so I'll just firstly tell you some important stuff while I'm creating the USB drive. So click on Rufus. Okay, hit yes over here and Rufus will launch, and also insert your USB drive into it. Okay, so I have inserted my drive. Okay, so over here, what first you have to do is just click on this PC and click on your USB drive and check and just check whether your drive is empty. It should be empty always. So I have a film over here, I don't need it, and I have a wallpaper. I have a wallpaper here, so I don't need these two files. Okay, so firstly okay, it's 1 GB files. Okay, so you can see I have these two files over here, so I'll just delete it because I don't need it, and if you need it, just back up to your computer. Okay, I'll just format and restore defaults and start the format and okay. It will just format the whole drive because we have to make sure it's empty. So I'm just closing this thing. This video might be long because I'm trying to explain how to install it. Okay, so now after closing that, in this Rufus, this is the latest version, if you can see, which was there in the website, 3.13.1730. okay, so I'll just select the disk image file, and which is there in my not this, in this local disk D, new volume X, Chrome OS, Linux Mint. The ISO file which you downloaded, just select that and open it. Okay, so now it will be ready. And over here, if you are in a legacy machine, leave this to MBR, and this should be BIOS or UEFI. Okay, always make sure, or it won't boot. Okay, so I'll just start, and it is saying users image uses this, but this application includes the installation for this new version, which downloaded from internet. Okay, yes, to no to cancel the operation. So it's showing some files should be downloaded in the current application directory. So I'll just hit on yes, and over here you can see it's saying write DD image, or DD means disk drive, or ISO. So just click on ISO, which is recommended, and OK. And here it is giving a warning that all the data will be gone. We have just formatted it, so there is no data in it. So let's continue. And after this process, I'll show you how to make the drive back to non-bootable. So it will help you in using the drive, so it won't go waste. I have installed many operating systems like Chrome OS, Chromium OS, and others like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Prime OS, Bliss OS, etc. So for those operating systems, I have used the same drive, and the same drive is being used for storing data. So you can see the drive is not being wasted, and I recommend SanDisk because other USB drives I have not tried out. Okay, so mine is a 32 GB drive. Okay, so after the Linux Mint is done, we have some more things to do. So first, this is the new folder which is named as Chrome OS. So what we have to do is, always keep in mind this mbr support.tar file. This should be extracted last. Okay, so first extract this branch stable image. Okay, so this thing I'll just click on it, and I'll just click on extract here. Okay, I'll just extract it here, and it is extracting it. You can see all these files except the Linux Mint Cinnamon. So I'll just hold down the control button and select them. Okay, so Chrome OS install.sh and everything. So I'll do one thing till this runs. I'll tell you some things about this Chrome OS. There are two major there are two frequent errors coming in Chrome OS after installation. The first error is Play Store is not working. So in some devices like my laptop, Play Store is not working sometimes. Like when we just start the PC, like this laptop, when we enter, Play Store won't be working, like it won't turn on Play Store. So the best fix is just turn off or shut down the PC and just not reinstall, just restart it. It should fix the error. It has fixed my error most of the time. So now all these extracted files, I'll just move to Chrome OS folder. So So EFI secure, EFI legacy, Chrome OS install.sh. Okay, so in other channels you might have seen this installation video. Now they won't say that we have to like extract this last, because whenever you are doing this normally and if you extract this before this, what happens is the after the installation is done correctly, what happens is you will get a missing OS or a kernel not found. Okay, so always be careful. So we have extracted this branch file and our Linux Mint is also ready. So I'll just close this. Okay, so branch file is extracted. Now this codes, I need the codes, so I'll just put it over here so that I can just copy and paste it. Okay, so over here recovery, Chrome OS recovery. So I'll just extract here. It's a single file. Okay, just single file over here, Chrome OS Samus recovery. Okay, so I have told you about the first error, which is Play Store not working. Now the second error which comes is whenever you are turning on the Chrome OS and whenever you try to sign in your Google account and it shows that password is incorrect or it's not recognized, even if you have added the correct password. So the best thing is don't enter the password again. First time if you get the error, just like if you get the error once, what you have to do is just click on the guest in the left hand side bottom over there, it is browse as guest. Just click on that, you will enter the guest mode, and after entering it successfully, just click on the bottom right, which should be over here, and I'll show you that bottom right area, which is the notification panel. Click on that and click on exit guest. After exiting, try to sign in again. You will be able to sign in. Okay, that's a problem which occurred with me. So let's continue. Over here, this is Samus recovery. So we have to rename this file. I'll just click on rename. From this Samus area, I'll just go back and hit backspace. From this recovery area till dot, I'll just hit backspace. So Samus recovery.bin, and I'll just move it to the Chrome OS folder. After that, the main file that is required, which is MBR support. Okay, I'll just extract files over here. So as I told you, there are two main problems. Okay, those problems, if you have those problems after installing, you can just comment. I'll try to solve the problem from here. Okay, this is the main step. This Chrome OS install.sh which comes out from this file, I'll just paste it over here in the Chrome OS folder. Okay, I'll just leave it, and there will be an error like this, like it is already there. So just click on replace file, don't click on skip file, because this install.sh which we are moving now has some codes which helps in installing Chrome OS in legacy device. But if you are skipping this file, then you won't get those codes. So always replace, because I had the same problem. I tried out various of YouTube videos, but I didn't get the answer. Then when I checked out, I tried out various methods, and I found out that this should be done last. No YouTubers tell that this should be done last. Okay, so always remember. Okay, so now as we have the pen drive ready, I'll just open it. Okay, sorry, let me just open. This is the Linux Mint pen drive which is ready, and this is the Chrome OS folder. You can see how many files are there, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 files are there. Let me just count again. Okay, 8 files are there. For you there will be only 7 files because of a text document. Okay, there is a text document here which is not included in your folder. Okay, only 7 files are there. Always count them so you don't have any problem. And now I'll come back to this Chrome OS folder. I'll just copy it, just copy, and come back to your USB drive. Let me open it again. This is the drive, Linux Mint. You can see the space also. Okay, I'll just open it and just paste. Okay, you are pasting it. It might take some time. By the way, I am not forwarding this video. Till then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, I'll just wait over here because it is saying it's about 3 minutes. I'll just pause the video for now. I'll come back when it's done because I didn't know whether it's 3 minutes or not because I have done it long back. As I told you in the Chrome OS video, I have done it months ago. So I know how to do it, but I think it matters on the speed of my PC. Okay, so I'll just pause the video. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so I'm back. It's almost done. It's showing 2 minutes or 1 minute left. So till then I'll just remind you, if you like this video, sorry for the camera. Okay, I'll just remind you, if you like this video, please share this video and hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And one more thing, you will get the updates in Telegram. Okay, so do join my Telegram channel and also subscribe my other channels, which are Edudir and Mini Dheer Gaming. So Mini Dheer Gaming, it's not officially started. Like, I've just uploaded some videos, but I'm thinking to not upload any video in that because I don't play such games anymore. Like, I don't play games most of the time, so I don't know what to upload. I'll sometimes change the name of the channel and make channel for something else. Okay, so let me just close this notification here. Okay, so it's almost done, and now we'll be shifting to our laptop once it is done. Okay, so now let me see, it's almost 94% complete. Okay, so till then I'll just tell you something. This video is for those who are finding it difficult for installing Chrome OS in the PC. Okay, so I also had some problems installing it in my PC. So I checked all the videos which are showing to install Chrome OS, but I could not find any solution. And so I'll just eject the pen drive first, and in the next steps I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so now we are going to the laptop. I've added an external mouse because the laptop is very old and the trackpad is not that good. Okay, so I'll just insert the pen drive first. Okay, always insert the pen drive first so that the computer can detect it. Then you should know your BIOS key. Okay, BIOS key. Okay, so for me it's HP, so the simple key is Excel. If you click on Excel, it will take you to the BIOS options, and then you can select the option. But if you are using some other company laptops, you should just check your BIOS key from the internet. Okay, so I'll just try to keep my camera steady, and I'll just click on the power button and hit on the Excel key, and you can see these options. Now where we have to go is boot device options. For your computer it can also be different. Somehow you have to reach the boot device options or boot priority and put the USB device to the top. So for me, boot device options is F9. Okay, so I'll just click on F9 from here, and you can see my boot device options, boot manager. So since I have installed Chrome OS in this, I'll have to format the drives first and then reinstall it, because it will show that it is already installed. Okay, so let me just click on SanDisk, click on start Linux Mint. Okay, just click on it. Why isn't it coming? Okay, it's coming. So you can see Linux Mint symbol over here. Okay, this is the Linux Mint symbol. It's just coming up. Once it's turned on, we can continue the video. It should give you a sound when it's turned on. Should give you. Okay, that's a small sound and it started. Okay, so now before starting the processes, you have to either connect the laptop to a LAN wire via this port, or you can just click on this network options right over here and then click on your Wi-Fi and connect. Okay, I'll just click on my Wi-Fi router, and I'll just enter the password. It's a long password. Okay, so I have entered the password and I'll just connect it because it needs internet. Okay, so it is showing connection is established. Now we can just go over here and search for gparted. Okay, gparted, which is this thing. I'll just focus this gparted, click on that, and it's based on your USB speeds. It might take time. Mine is SanDisk, so it's better. Okay, so once this comes up, for you maybe you don't need to format, but for me, since I have installed this, you can see how many partitions I have. Okay, so for you, your step is just click on this up button over here, and this is my pen drive, because look at the space. 298 GB is my hard disk. It is written dev/dev/SDA. Okay, for you it can be different, so that's why I am recommending to check this. Should be dev/SDA for all computers, but it can be different, like my USB drive SDB. So check it out and check the correct drive. You can even install it in your pen drive like this, dev/SDB. Instead of dev/SDA in the last code, you can put this to install it in your pen drive, but you will need some other pen drive, not this one. Okay, so for me it's dev/SDA, so I'll just click on this and I'll delete this, delete this, delete For me, I have to delete all my partitions because it can cause harm to the installation process. So if you have already installed Chrome OS, then this can be a video to help you. You can reinstall the latest version. Okay, so before deleting this, remember to backup your files because you are deleting all your storage. Okay, so I'll just click on new and add. So this is a new partition, and over here click over here, apply all operations, apply. It can take some time, so always wait. I'll just pause the video till this is done. There are 13 operations. Okay, so it should take some time. I'll come back when it's done. So it just took 5 to 10 minutes to complete this operation, and you can see all operations are successfully completed. Don't get confused. If you are using Windows or some other operating system, I think you should not do this, but in order to clean install, you can just delete and format the partition. Okay, so I'll just close this, and you should check this again. It should be same, like for me it's dev/sda. Okay, so I'll just close this, and I'll search for, okay, just click on this folder icon over here. No need to search, you will get it normally over here. Just click on that, and then you will reach over here, click on file system, and after clicking on file system, search for the folder name. For me it was Chrome OS, so I'll just click on this search bar and search for Chrome OS. So when I search for Chrome OS, you can see a folder. Just click on that, and for me that's a text file. I'll just display it. Okay, so I have this text file over here, and okay, so you can see these are my codes which I have to run. So now just right click on this and open in terminal. Then our first code is sudo apt -get update. So I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it. Okay, I'll just paste it. Sudo apt get update. You can just see the codes. Okay, sudo apt get update. Click enter. It should take some time for updating. It's based on your internet speed. Okay, so why is this focus going off? Okay, I'll get back to you. Okay, it's done. So now let's go to the next code, which is sudo apt get installed Figlet. These are a couple of things which we need. Okay, sudo apt get installed Figlet. Okay, you can see it. Okay, so let me hit enter. It's installing Figlet. Okay, it's done. So now let's go to the next code, which is sudo apt install pv. Okay, I'll just copy, I'll just paste. Look at the code. Sudo apt get install pv. and hit enter. It will run certain amount of codes and then it's done. Okay. Now this is the fourth code, which is sudo app get install cgpt. Paste. You can see the code. I'm going slow because you might be doing this stuff with the video, so better to go slow so that you can catch up with the pace. Okay, so sudo app get install cgpt. I'm not going to speed up the video because I know it will be long, but I want it to be more informative, as I showed you some of the problems with Chrome OS when I was doing the pen drive thing in my desktop. You can get more information if the video is slow. Comment if you think that's correct. Okay, so now we will be running the main code, which is over here. I'll just copy it because I don't want to type it completely. I'll try to elongate the terminal so that you can see the whole code. Okay, so I'll just paste. No need this much elongation. Let me just okay, so see the code. It should be correct when you write it. Okay, so it is sudo space bash bash space chrome os minus install.sh space minus src, and after minus src, see over here samus recovery.bin. that is our bin file. Let me just focus it. It's not getting focus. Okay. This is samus recovery.bin file. You have to just copy paste the name, which is over here. Come on. Okay, so samus recovery.bin should be the bin file. If you are using the ramus image, then you have to rename it to ramus recovery.bin, and if you are using grunt, then rename it to grunt recovery.bin. And according to the image you are using, you have to change this name. Minus src space I'm using samus, so it should be samus underscore recovery.bin, and make sure that the spelling is right. Then after .bin space minus dst, which is the destination, space, and then the name of the area, like as I showed you in the gparted. For me it's dev/sda. For you it may be different, so just write that over here. Should be /dev/sda. It's only that much. Okay, and then hit enter, and when you hit enter, it will say all data on the device dev/sda, which is my hard disk, will be lost. Are you sure to continue? Okay, as I told you in the starting, all your data of the pen drive which you are using will be lost. The same way or similarly, all the data on the hard disk of the laptop which you are using will be lost. And the best part is, if you are installing it on a pen drive, make sure you write the correct name, dev/sda or whatever it is there. Make sure you write the correct name, because if you write the wrong name and if you hit yes, then the data on the device which you are using will be lost. So I'll just hit yes to continue because I want to install it over here. Enter. Let me just wait till this finishes. Okay, so it's just happening. It might take some time for you according to your hard disk speed, and if you have a SSD it will be faster. So let me just keep my phone over here so that you can see without shake the whole process. It should take 52 seconds for this step, and for the rest step it will be shown how much time it takes. Okay, by seeing this ETA, I am remembering of the Among Us game in the map called Polis. There is a task in Medbay which is sample, and not only Polis, it's there in the Shield map also. And there when we click on that, it will show ETA, then 50 seconds. Okay, so this might waste your time, so I'll just pause the video and come back when it's done. Okay, so guys, we are back, and it was a long process. Okay, it took something like 10 minutes, not more than that. So you can see Chrome OS installed written over here, and once you see that, just cross your hands and close all these things, and just cross your hands and click on this power button, click on restart. Always cross your hands. Okay, just cross your hands and remove your pen drive, hit enter, keep your hands crossed. Okay, always keep your hands crossed, and you can see it is booting. So now just wait for the kernel to boot. It's the first startup, it might take some time. Always keep your hands crossed so that it's like, for me, always keeping hands crossed can bring good luck. So this should be my longest video in this channel, or the first longest video on this channel, which is installing Chrome OS. And I hope you might have understood everything from this video, and I hope I am able to explain everything clearly, since this is my first long video. And if there are more detail explaining videos to be made, I'll try to be better than this time. And I won't cut this part, because you should know how much time it's taking, because later you will be commenting that it's stuck on the screen. Okay, so no, and this video won't be edited that much, because it's a long video and it will take long time to edit. So I want to release this destroyed it. So when I installed Cloud Ready, I could not jump into BIOS. It was like, if I disconnect the hard disk and then go to the BIOS, then when I reconnect the hard disk, it won't discover my hard disk. And the Cloud Ready operating system was never to be removed. Like it was so hard, like it did not get removed, and it destroyed the whole PC completely. Okay, completely. So never install Cloud Ready. And if you have been through this Cloud Ready, and if you have installed it, and if you are in a problem, then comment on this video, so that the others who are watching this video can just check the comments and know whether it is problematic. Okay, so I have been through this problem, and I was able to successfully install this Chrome OS in my PC. So that's why I am here making a video and sharing what I understood. Okay, so now it's rebooting, and you can see the Chrome logo. So you are on the right track once you see this logo. Okay, this is the Chrome OS, official Google Chrome OS. Okay, so don't comment that I have cut this video and I have shown you something else. This is official Chrome OS and this is a non-cut video. Okay, only the thing is, in between some downloading or installing process, I have just paused the video and waited for it to install, but rather than that I have not cut this video at all. So now it's the simple sign in process. Since my PC is very old, it can take some time, but asking me to connect to the Wi-Fi network, so I'll just connect. Okay, let's connect. Over here it is showing something like accept and continue. Over here optional, help Chrome OS features and performance by automatically sending diagnostic data. I always recommend to check this off. Okay, it's upon you whether you want to send your data, but for me I always try to keep this off and then accept and continue. And for your Google Assistant setup, I'll show you the starting setup, what all you have to do, because during the installation you can set up Google Assistant. Okay, so let's wait for checking for updates. Okay, most of the YouTubers just cut all this part, so if you have a child and he wants a Chromebook, you can just do this digital rules, but this is for my personal use and this is my old laptop for browsing, and it has Play Store, so I can install some apps. So I'll just click on that and next. And you can also try out Chromium OS without Play Store. It is a free operating system, but you won't get the image, like it's very difficult. Don't try out FidoOS and some other operating systems like Cloud Ready. They are very dangerous. Okay, so I'll just sign in my Chromebook and come back. Okay, so after signing in, I'll just click on next after adding my password. Okay, next. Okay, so in this next option, I think I have added my email ID in the channel about section. So if you want any help regarding any video, like not a long help, if you spam in that, I'll block you, but if you need some help, like after the installation you are commenting and I cannot solve you in the comment, I'll ask you to email me. I'll try to solve it there, but right now I think I have not added my email. And over here, Chrome sync your bookmarks and personalize your services, account activities, search, etc. So I'll just check this. Okay, if you have a Chromebook and if you have signed in, you can just sync it. Okay, I'll just review and sync the options and accept and continue. And I'll just over here, this option, backup Google Drive, I never check this. Okay, I uncheck it always. It's upon you. Okay, this is English, India, and etc. etc. Backup is changed. More. Here, use location. My device does not have a location, so I'll just close it out. I don't need location. And review Google Play options following setup. Next, you can see it is loading Google Assistant, which is the main feature. I agree. Auto delete more account. Okay, so this is okay, I will agree this. And Google partners, I don't. Okay, I'll agree it and continue. I agree. It is loading Google Assistant, but okay, relate Google Assistant privately show related what's on your screen and get Gmail latest tips set up to date. Okay, done. And I don't want to connect my phone, so I'll just click on no thanks and see this get started, and you can see my Chromebook. Okay, you can see all this stuff. This is my background. If you like this, you will get this background in the internet. I just searched for Iron Man because okay, so this is what's new, and you can see all the new things available. And this is manage preferences, etc. Okay, like I just closed everything, and you can see all these new features over here. I want to dismiss this. Okay, and you can see all this Google Play Protect and everything is turning on. I hope this is a 1 hour video. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'll just close this. Completing setup. So it's installing all the applications. You can see all these screen captures and all the features. Okay, and you can even adjust the microphone, and I'll just show you everything is working here. Okay, click on the launcher button. Okay, and you can see Play Movies, Google Play Store, and it is installing my other apps. By the way, I'll just show you the Play Store. I didn't show you last time, but I'll show you now. This is the Play Store. I hope my trackpad is working perfectly. Let me just click on apps. Okay, my trackpad is working. In the last update, I just added some codes and some problem came in. This is the file manager. Okay, you can see everything is working. I'll show you the camera also. It's working perfectly. Look, my apps are getting downloaded. I'll show you the camera first. Look, the camera is working. You can see my face. It should not be clear because it's an old PC, but it has the video mode, square mode and every modes. So you can see my camera. And how is my background? You can just comment. Okay, so I'll just close it for now. And what I was saying is, when I was explaining you about the problems about sign in, once you sign in, the guest account which will be somewhere here below in the sign in screen. I'll just show you. I'll just sign out. My god, I just signed out the Chromebook. I'll have to sign in again. Okay, it will take some time. I'll just sign in back and show you. Okay, yeah, okay, I have signed out successfully. You can see over here, browse as guest. When you click on that, it will show you the guest area. Over here you can go down and just exit guest, and then sign in back to your Chromebook. It's a long password. Okay, and you can just sign in back to your Chromebook. It should take some time because it's a old laptop. So I am back into my Chromebook. It will open all the Google Chrome, and the best feature out here is it's a bit laggy because it's Intel Pentium processor. I'll show you the specs also. I have shown you in the last video, but in this video I'll show you. It has desks also. Should be function F4 or F5. Okay, it's function F5 for me. You can see desk 2. You can delete the desk. You can make up to something 8 desks. Okay, I'll show you the shortcuts for creating the desk. For now I don't need these desks, so I'll just come back. And for the keyboard over here, where is this keyboard? I'll just click on this settings, and you can just show inputs on shelf. So now when you click on this, you can change the language, and emojis also is there. Since it's installing all the apps, it's taking some time. You can see the emojis also. Click on this and it goes back. I'll just power off and show you the specs, and then the final thing is left to create this pen drive, which I have out over here, back to normal. So till this power off, I will just come back here, click on the softwares, click on this Rufus again, yes, and close this. Over here, insert the pen drive. After inserting the pen drive, you can click over here, non-bootable, and then click over here, write the name, start. Okay. So once this is done, I'll bring you back. It should be completed fast. Okay, it's done. So after doing that, come back to this PC, and in this dir over here, I'll just format it, restore defaults, and start. Okay, I'm formatting it and it's done. Okay, so now finally this has been done. Now I have to actually put some files. Volume. Okay, where is it? Okay, there is nothing in this. Okay, I'll just eject it first because it's now normal. I'll just eject it. Since this PC is freshly installed, Windows 10 is there in this PC, I have not added any files. It's in the other laptop, which is right over here. So I'll put some files later. First we'll just start this and I'll show you the specs. Excel and system information F1. So you can just check the specs, and those who have installed can leave if you want, but if you want to check the specs, you can just check it over here and see. These are the specs, and only the thing is this date 2011, not that, sorry, this one, this warranty start date. Actually I have changed the motherboard because it got damaged, that's why it's written something like that. But you can see mine, it's now Intel Pentium R CPU B960 at 2.20 GHz, and this, it is Intel Pentium which is 2.60 GHz E5300. Okay, so that's why Windows is running smoothly over there, but it runs smoothly in this, but only the thing is it lags a bit. Okay, it lags a bit when I am opening some heavy applications. Okay, both have 4 GB RAM over here. This laptop and the desktop have 4 GB RAM, and you can see all these specs: compact Presario CQ43 notebook PC. So hope you like this video. I'll just close this PC for now. It's heating very fast because there is no gap under it, like I have to keep it in a high area for gap, and since it's just installed now, that's why. So hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Okay, And if you want to know about how to find whether the Windows is genuine, or if you have any other topic in your mind, just comment it so that I can just make a video on it. Okay, so I hope this video reaches to you very quickly, because it will take some time in editing. It's 1 hour 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 51 seconds. Okay, it's something like that. Okay, so bye. Hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any opinion on this video, like if you want to say if you want to ask me to improve something, you can just comment. I'll read. Okay, and don't forget to comment. Okay, so meet you later, and any query, any problem while installing, you can just comment. Okay, bye.